Yo, man. It's me. It's Alpha Boy here, live for the Football Hot Show, the number one football show in this Milky Way. So for this show today, we shall be focusing mainly because we are doing the Euro 2016 countdown. Of course, the Euro 2016 starts off this Friday, where your boys France will be taking on Romania. So we shall be doing a countdown for this week. So today we'll be focusing on France, and then tomorrow will be Germany, and then we'll be going to Spain, perhaps Italy, and maybe England and the other people, so forth. So I think so. Before we get into focusing on the French boys, just some quick bit of news before we go straight in. So the biggest piece of news that really happened was there are rumors that Arsenal are going in to buy Vardy and Mahrez in a double swoop. So that was the big news that dropped this morning. But for me, I was saying on Twitter, and what my views were pretty simple, is that I don't really believe that Vardy and Mahrez will equate to Arsenal winning the Premiership because Wenger is still in charge. So people saying that, oh, this will now make Arsenal the favourites. No, that's a lie. That is completely stupid, and it's just not. Nah, because as long as Wenger is manager, Arsenal will always have that issue of trying to win that cheddar. Vardy, Mahrez, I don't care. It won't change anything because Wenger is still the coach. And also, again, another annoying piece of news. This lady, Miss Eva Canero, the doctor of Chelsea, apparently she rejected 1.2 mil in a settlement with my boy. So she's looking for perhaps more money. And for me, my thing is very simple. I just think she needs to go away. She's irrelevant, and she believes that she is a lot more than she truly is. And she just needs to know her place. I don't know why she's searching or looking for more money. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And obviously in the Copa America, Argentina starts off their quest for glory against against Chile tonight. But Messi will be out. He is injured, and he'll be out of the match. So we don't know who is going to replace him. Maybe Dybala or so forth. So, and I will be doing my post-match analysis straight after that match when it happens. So yeah, so that's all the main news out of the way. So now we can now focus on our Euro 2016 build-up. Again, it pops off this Friday. That is when it starts off, France against Romania. Again, I've said to people, I do not like this 24-team format. I think there are too many teams, and I'm having trepidations as to how this tournament is going to go. I don't know. It could either be a great success or it could be a big fat flop with a lot of really boring matches. All shall be revealed over the next few weeks. So I think the first thing we are focusing on the hosts, France. And I think for me, the thing with France is that, when they were obviously announced, so let's say just take about 7, 8 months ago, I was like, you know what, they're not going to win it. I was pretty adamant that they were not going to win it, that they would get close, get to the semis, they would ride out home support, but I did not think that they would win it. But this was maybe last year or before. Since that time, I've seen Martial have a great season for United. I've seen Griezmann play at an even higher level, scoring about 20 Gs this season for Atletico Madrid. You also put in Pogba. I've seen Kante and Payet, two people who were completely not in the frame 8 months ago, now being put straight into the frame for France. But I think, the main thing, the main issue I have is the whole Benzema thing, And the whole Benzema thing, again, from what I know, I don't know all the details, from what I know, he had some sort of thing with Valbuena, with a sex tape or whatever. The court said he's innocent. He has not been found guilty. So if the court says that he's found innocent, I do not see any reason why he cannot be picked. And I believe that, having a very good striker in your team takes you a long way. Benzema, he's not been that great. Benzema is showing his his break days slowly in the latter part of the season, but you still need to take him, and he has always played well for France. Giroud ain't that great a striker. He's all right. He's a squad striker, but he's not a guy you can really build your team. You can't go to an international tournament and say, "Hey guys, Giroud is our main striker." No, that's just not going to work. Gignac is overweight. I don't mean to be rude, but Andre Pierre Gignac is overweight. But despite that, and what I say to people is France '98. Stefan Givage. I believe Stefan Givage in France '98. I believe he had maybe about 2 shots on target. He was garbage. He didn't even dream about scoring a G. But still, France went all the way and they won that World Cup because everybody chipped in. Thuram chipped in, Laurent Blanc chipped in, Zidane chipped in, Petit chipped in. Everybody chipped in to take France through all the way. And I look at this French team. Obviously, they don't have the kind of heavy hitters that French '98 team have. But I've got, like, Martial is a very good player. Pogba is a good player. Griezmann is a good player. And they have goal scorers in that midfield. I mean, for me, I think the strength of France is in their midfield. I think they have one of the strongest midfields out there. I mean, Kante, Payet, it's a very good midfield.
Payet is not a midfield. Huh? Payet will be a winger.
Wait, but that's no, but that's still midfield. Whether it's in the center or in the wing, that still counts as a midfield.
Yeah.
So even if he's an attacking winger, that still counts as a midfield. So, and for me, I think that defensively is where I have a few issues for France because I think no Varane and no Zuma, those are 2 big losses there, huge losses. Rami is a liability. Koscielny is good. He's okay. Koscielny is a good.
But Zuma is not even in the starting 11.
Yeah, true.
The starting 11 of France is, for the defense part, is Varane on Koscielny or Varane or on Sako. On Sako have doping problems. On Varane is injured, so there is
So who will now partner Koscielny in defense then?
With Rami, Koscielny Rami.
You see, that's the thing, because I mean, Rami, I don't know about, that could be a liability for France there, I mean, Evra is okay, I think you got Dino or this guy, or Spania, but I think that, it's not a huge kind of thing to worry about, but I just with Rami, just something to watch for. And again, striking, because Giroud isn't completely useless. Let's just be fair, clear. I think Giroud gets. The thing about Giroud is that people come at it the wrong way. With Giroud, you need to know what you're getting, and you can't expect more than what he gives you. If you understand what Giroud is as a player, that's basically it's similar to Mandzukic. If you understand what Mandzukic gives you, he can be a very effective striker. But if you try and overcompensate and expect more from him, then it's not going to work. So I don't give Giroud the ball to his feet and expect him to do something with it. Don't give Giroud a through ball because he's not going to get to it.
You have to put crosses in the box for him.
You can either put crosses into the box or you do link play. Use him as a guy who can link play and bring guys in. So hence why
he's not going to beat a man with the dribble. You have to use him as a target man. Otherwise, he just becomes useless.
No. For me, France are actually, if Deschamps actually gets his tactics right, Giroud can combine very well with Martial
or Griezmann.
Martial is on the bench.
Yeah.
Wait, so
I don't understand that. Why? Why isn't France playing a diamond?
Well, basically, all I'm saying, I mean, for Deschamps, I think that,
they have too much midfield talent in order to play like 2 strikers.
No, 100% they have to
play like the fourth.
I'm not a fan of one strikers, but the way France are, their midfield is their strongest asset. They have to play with one striker.
Yeah.
That is just a fact. As in, France winning this, the difference between them winning this trophy and not winning this trophy will come from that midfield, and it will come from how well Pogba and Kante
Matuidi as well
dominates that center of the midfield. And
Conte will play like a sentinel because Diarra is injured, so he will not have the role that he had with Leicester, like a box-to-box player. You will never see Conte like that because this is Matuidi. We will have these roles.
so
Conte
so,
will
so
play.
who's going to play the DM then? Is it good? So it has to be Matuidi or Kante.
No, Matuidi will be the box-to-box player.
All right.
Conte will be like sentinel.
Like a Makelele.
Yes.
Okay, like Makelele. You know that works for me. That works because like
Do you guys think that Lassana Diarra is a miss?
Yes,
you
because
know for me, I
Diarra
think
was a huge chance for
He
France
was
because
yeah,
he how do you say
he was great for Marseille.
distributed the game for France from the back,
oh no, he's
from
very
the
look
back.
man. C'est bon. That guy is very good, man. C'est magnifique. That guy is good, man. I mean,
What's crazy is that he didn't play 2 seasons ago. He was like a free agent, and then Marseille
Yes.
picked him up, and he was
no, but
fantastic.
look, Omiyoko, I tell you, man. Since whether it's been from Portsmouth, Real Madrid thingy, I've always said, like, man,
Chelsea, Arsenal. I mean, he's been great.
this guy, like every team I've seen him in, like good control, head always up, right foot, left foot, confident on the ball, calm on the ball, like just a nice player on the ball, man. I've always liked what that guy's doing. I always felt like he just seems very underrated. People have not really appreciated what he actually can do, and it's just his natural abilities. For me, no, it's a miss, but still, man, France have guys in that midfield. They've got bodies in that midfield.
Yeah,
for me, I think
guys like. Oh, go ahead.
no, but for me, I think the thing with France is that look, man, their strength and their weakness is the fact that they play at home. Because for me, I think that, in my view, personally, if I was Deschamps, I would say all of our games that we play, let's play it in the south of France. There is something about that Parisian crowd that isn't helpful. As in, if you're not playing well, that Parisian crowd can go against you. I think like whereas if you go to Marseille, Nantes, to like the south of France or places like that, I think they're a lot more. I think that the people are a lot more supportive of the team. But with Paris, those are where the richer people are, much more middle to upper class guys are. So
they're there to be entertained, not necessarily be a part of.
Because I've known people who have lived in Paris before, and they say that people in Paris, man, can be very snobbish, But whereas if you go to Marseille, you go to Nantes, you go to Lyon, it's those are like a lot realer kind of people in those kinds of areas, So if it was me, because again, like why are they booing Giroud? This you have to support it. Okay, you can understand maybe for Arsenal, but
no, but yesterday against Scotland, he scored 2G and he was supported. So this is was just in Nantes. Some persons say Benzema to Giroud,
Okay, yeah.
But
I mean,
no, he will be support for sure.
No. And look for me.
It was a few people who booed Giroud.
No. Look, basically, for me, I think the whole thing with Benzema, like again, I need clarity there because
is it really like
But this is not clarity. If you call Benzema to play with the France squad, it's not very clarity because the issue of with Valbuena is not.
Well, he was he was found innocent. He wasn't found guilty. The court said he's innocent. So if the court finds you innocent, then what's the problem?
Can you guys shed some light on this whole North African thing, like the way that Benzema wasn't selected?
Man, I didn't want to go there. But I don't have any other options.
Hatem Ben Arfa wasn't selected, and
Hatem Ben Arfa has one good season in League One.
Moussa Sissoko got relegated, so that's not really an argument.
Let's be real here. Ben Arfa, very good thingy, but look at that midfield. Look at our midfield, man.
Ben Arfa flopped everywhere.
Heavy duty midfield. So for me, for me, Benzema doesn't make sense. Ben Arfa, you can at least argue with the Ben Arfa.
Yeah, okay.
That's a good midfield. You can't Benzema. You can't Gignac. Come on.
Gamero should have gone in.
Dude.
When I was 10, France's number 10 was Zinedine Zidane, right? Now it's fucking Gignac.
Normally it was Benzema, but with the issue.
Look, man, Vamos, man. I don't like. For me, the thing is that if France, because it depends what happens. If it's a case, let's just create a scenario, because a scenario could be a semi-final against Germany.
Yes.
So if we create a scenario where Giroud has like 3 great chances and he misses them, we go to penalties. France lose on penalties. People will go back to like, man, if Benzema had one of those chances, he would put those away. Because remember, with Giroud, the thing with Giroud is that people have had with him in Arsenal is that he's had a lot of, because basically there's like a Mohammed on Twitter, he did like a Vine and collating all of the chances that Giroud has missed. This guy has missed a lot of chances, and my fear is that if it's a case where Giroud just missed like 3 golden chances in a semi-final and they go on to lose it, like Giroud is going to get killed. But Deschamps will be like, mates, why didn't you take Benzema?
We have to know that Giroud function by cycles, you know? For example, you know what I mean?
I think he means that Giroud, he'll be hot for like 3 or 4 games and get a few goals. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. He goes through periods of being good and bad.
He's on 7 goals.
He's hot and cold.
Hot and cold.
But it's not for me. Basically, for me, look, basically, the issue is this: is that we can talk about, because for me, France should easily navigate the groups, and I think Giroud will actually get a few G's in the groups.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have confidence in Giroud getting a winning goal in a semi-final. Semi-final, Germany, game is tight, few chances, very tactical, a chess match. I'm sorry, man. I'm not putting 1 kobo on Giroud getting a goal.
I don't think
maybe a header, maybe a lucky header.
I don't think.
Look. Maybe anything can happen. Okay, anything can happen. Like Borriello could score a bicycle kick. Anything can happen in this.
I don't think Giroud necessarily needs to score.
Basically, I will put money. I'm willing to. I've got much more belief in Benzema getting a winning goal in a semi.
Yeah, of course.
Euros.
Do you guys think?
Look, guys, I'm just creating a scenario because I believe that midfield with France have goals in them. Because someone was saying that, oh no, that France midfield is not that good. No. Martial, that guy can get
Martial is a super sub.
No, seriously, Martial. Pogba scored in the last World Cup. That's his first World Cup. He scored in that last World Cup. A very good goal against your boys, the Super Eagles. Griezmann, I think he's got like 23 Gs this season. So it's like not having Benzema is not that big a deal, because remember, we're now living in an age where a lot of these midfielders are actually the main goal scorers now.
Yes, Kingsley Coman too. In the hierarchy, Coman is more important than Martial in the Deschamps mind.
Man, no. Look, let me tell you right now. See, Coman, I think he is important in the sense of he can be like an old school winger. Get to the byline, get a crossing. Get to the byline, get a crossing. So for me, Martial, I told you, like, if Deschamps is clever, Martial and because actually it's hard, man, because again, if they're playing, let's say, a triangular attack, so Giroud is at the top with 2 behind him, you have to now decide that do you do Payet, Griezmann, and Giroud, or do you do Martial, Griezmann, and Giroud?
I think you have to play Payet just because of his set piece delivery.
Exactly for these reasons. Other percent is this.
Because basically, look, the dilemma is this. I agree. Payet, free kicks, playmaking.
Exactly.
But Payet can't run off Giroud. Payet can't make a dirty run into, because Martial can walk with Giroud, 1-2, dart into the box and score. Payet, that's not his game. That's not his game. So Martial can really combine well with things. So can Griezmann. Basically, Griezmann has to play. I think he's a player. But I think the real thing is,
they could do a Christmas
Payet
tree.
or Martial.
They could do a Christmas tree.
With Payet's free, this is difficult, man. This is difficult because like the role that Payet plays at West Ham is different.
Why not play a 4-2-3-1?
No, no.
Martial, Giroud, Griezmann, Payet, Pogba, Matuidi.
You need more bodies in
Do you
mid.
need a holding mid?
Yeah, you need more bodies in
Okay.
It has to be
All
a
right.
4-3-2-1. You need to do a 4-3-2-1.
Yeah,
'Cause
Christmas
then
tree.
I'm thinking he's gonna have Matuidi, Pogba, Kanse in the three,
Mm.
and then you then have
100%.
two as Payet and Griezmann. Look, man, I told you, man, that midfield is all right, man. That midfield is all right. It's all right, man. It's like my issue is that basically for me, Martial, I think he's the kind of guy that you can, if people are tired, you can bring him on 75th minute, and that guy can have a serious effect.
Do you guys think you have to play Conte and Matuidi together depending on the team? So let's say they're playing, like, who's their first game? Is it like Romania?
Romania,
Or
Yes,
something?
Romania.
do
Very
you have-
defensive team.
Do you have to play Conte and Matuidi together? That might be too defensive. So you play either Conte
Right.
or Matuidi with Pogba, and then that can facilitate either Martial, Griezmann, Payet. Maybe.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
Basically,
And
I
then-
think that.
And then once you get later into the tournament, then you can start playing.
Yeah.
Conte and
No,
Matuidi.
basically, I think you know what for a laugh, because I feel that that guy has been amazing, but my pick for player of or player to watch for is Martial, because I think that if Martial gets given a chance, I think this guy can be one of the players of the tournament. So I think against Romania, screw it, 4-2-3-1, 4-2-3-1, and then you can have Martial on that wide left, Payet in the middle, Griezmann on the wide right.
It will never happen, son. 100% it will never happen. Deschamps have his tactics plans, and this is 4-3-3. It will never change. 100%.
4-3-3.
4-3-3, yes.
4-3. I mean, look, man. You can't just roll with it.
But Payet has a pretty role.
Against when did they go in deeper, man? That midfield will be important, and 4-3-3 ain't gonna cut it against Germany, man. No way. With the way Germany roll and how they attack, you need both Kanse and Matuidi in that.
They will be there. 100% Matuidi and Conte are in the starting 11.
No, look, man, for me, I think as far as chance of France winning this, who here thinks that France will win it?
I do.
Oh, so
Well,
why do you think that they'll win it?
I'm French and I see Germany personally.
Wow.
You see, I don't think Germany will win it. I mean, basically, we'll get to Germany on tomorrow's show, but I'll explain in tomorrow's show why I don't think Germany will win it. But Umeko, why do you think France will win it? Give me a footballing reason why you think they'll win it.
Oh. It's kind of just a gut feeling at this point. I don't think any other team has the talent that they do spread across the ways that they do. The only kind of worry I have is just the center back situation, because they've lost at least 5 center backs. Zuma's gone, Varane's gone, Laporte's gone, Matthews.
Laporte is not in the squad.
Gone. So say it again.
Laporte, he never featured in the squad before his injury.
Well, I'm just saying, it's an option they don't have.
Yes.
Even if so.
Yeah,
So
yes.
that's my only kind of hang up. But I think they have so much talent in midfield that they're going to get enough goals to where maybe defending won't matter until the later rounds. And I think once you get into maybe like the semifinals, it's just luck from there.
It gets tight. I mean, okay, wait, let me bring it. So, I mean, Kadim, do you have your mic working there, Kadim?
First of all, I don't really see why Germany doesn't have the same amount of talent like France. I can't really follow that argumentation.
Or focusing on France, though.
Who is their striker though for Germany?
But I mean, if you compare Giroud to Gomez, I don't really think that they are too far. Like in terms of quality, they don't really.
Yeah, they are similar.
What about Germany's fullbacks?
As an example,
Come on, you have to look all over the place.
Sorry?
I said you can't use Giroud as an example. That's being harsh. Okay, come on. All right.
No, but I mean, it's like he said, like
They're similar.
But
like,
Gomez is not sure to be in starting 11. It will be maybe a false number 9.
Oh, no. You see now you're talking. Now you're talking my language. You see, I didn't even think of that.
what?
You see, I'm not a fan of the false nine.
You think you? Oh, go ahead.
But you know what? Martial is a striker. People are sleeping
Griezmann can play that as well.
People are sleeping on that.
Griezmann, he will
Get
never be in the
move
center.
Giroud out of the way. Put Martial as a striker, and let's talk. Let's talk with Martial as a striker.
Yes,
See now, if you roll with that, let Martial and behind him Griezmann and Payet. Let's talk. Let's talk.
I mean, I think like France has really awesome squad, a good squad, but I don't really see them being miles away or anyhow away from Germany.
Nobody's miles
on the
away
same
from
level.
anybody in this tournament, man. I don't see that.
Listen,
But if you ask me, who do I think will win? Until I see Germany play in the deeper rounds, I'm just gonna have to go with France.
no. I mean, like, look,
Just on paper.
Michael, that's what I've been saying from the beginning. From the very beginning, I said that, you know what? Because remember, like, Euro 2012, I picked Germany to win. I said Germany, they're going to win it. Then your boy Balotelli said, nah, it ain't happening, bro. 2014, I think I picked Spain to win it or something.
We need to talk about Italy's squad, Double H. That thing's
Look, man, forget that Conte guy, man. Look,
They're out.
wait, basically, there is not one team who are like much better than everyone. Hence why I think that, like, basically, when we do all of our favorites, you will see France, Germany, Spain, they're very equal.
Yes.
They are very equal. Like, there's not one guy who is much better than the other. They're all really equal guys. Because if you look at the kind of season they've had and how good they are all pretty equal teams who have amazing midfields. Like, and the thing is that what makes it similar is that in all these three teams, they don't really have a great striker with them or great strikers, but they have very good midfielders and they've got goals in their midfield. You know.
Yes, but I think that out of all those teams, Germany has pretty much the best midfield.
Yeah.
And,
no,
I'm pretty.
I can't. No, Kadim. In honesty, I can't say. I think each people have different strengths and weaknesses because France have some things that Spain and Germany don't have. And Germany and Spain have things because again, like, do Germany have a guy like a Kante and a Matuidi? They don't have that. They don't have an engine like a Matuidi or a Kante.
Khedira is an engine, isn't he?
You don't need an engine when you play
like Matuidi.
good football.
Like a box-to-box stamina, 90 minutes. This guy is an engine. Like Khedira, he always gets injured. And
yeah,
he's
but
not
he
as
getting
Kante.
over a season, but not like for big tournament. I mean, he's usually like. I mean, if he's in okay, let's assume that he's not injured. Then I would say that he can work like 90 or 120 minutes.
But I don't think that he can do it at the same kind of intensity as someone like Matuidi, who this guy is literally box to box, moving, and the kind of athleticism that he has. Also, as well, like, again, same thing as well. Like, France or Spain don't have a Toni Kroos, and they don't really have a guy like an Ozil. But at the same time, Spain and Germany don't have a guy like a Pogba, who's a very particular kind of a midfield kind of player. So, and again, nobody has an Iniesta in this whole tournament. But I think with France, man, I just believe that for Deschamps, the thing that will kill him is if he sticks to his 4-3-3. I'm not changing it. He's going to get screwed.
And what about the central
defense? Because Deschamps, you have options, man.
What's the central defense of France then?
How do you mean? What do you mean?
The central defenders.
You see, defense. No, I already said before. Defense is, it's a weakness.
With Germany, you can just argue the fullback situation, right?
Yeah,
but
fullbacks are a problem.
Actually, Rami, I'm not sure. Evra is getting old, and Sanya is.
They're better than Hector, bro.
Hector's doing okay these days, man. I mean, the first time I saw him, the guy was crap, but he's doing okay these days, man.
Man, the issue is like the central defense is much sort of like much bigger issue for France than the.
It is.
For sure.
But Kadim, as we said, is that once you get, let's say, to the quarter and semi, and the games become very tight, those defensive things don't become that much of an issue because things are so tight, chances are very scarce, and you don't really tend to see as many kind of defensive. The main defensive kind of mistakes you see at the group stage and maybe quarterfinal. When you get to like second round, when you get to a quarter or a semi, game is tight, few chances, it's a chess match. That kind of defensive thing doesn't really become apparent, So
I don't
The
really
Brazil-Germany game.
I don't really get why France didn't choose. I mean, the last World Cup, it was pretty close between Germany and France. It was like a 0-0 match, and Van Hummels did with
Header.
the header.
And I think sort of like I can't really understand why France didn't decide to bring in Benzema and also Ribéry actually.
Yes,
I mean,
Ribéry,
like-
I agree.
Ribéry's 32. Come on.
Retired, so they
Sure.
had to pick him. So
Hmm?
no, Ribéry retired.
No, but he said
Ribéry-
that he would be fine to come back, but then they
Yes.
didn't.
Yes. Because Deschamps prefer to play with the younger player, for the future with Coman on the
Right.
Martial.
You see, for me, sorry, man, that's a dumb move. You have to take Ribéry. I don't care how.
He's like 33. Come on.
I don't
It doesn't matter.
get
Who do you
it.
drop? Who do you drop? You drop Coman?
Yes, Coman.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, if it's between Ribéry and Coman, yeah, Ribéry can still ball, and for me, that guy could be very, very important for France. Hell yeah, I take him over Coman. Like Coman, you can roll up in the world. Like Coman is very young. You can roll up in the next World Cup. Ribéry, he's been here before. He knows these tournaments, and you can rely on him on a big game. Can you rely on Coman in a big game? I don't know.
think so. No.
So
Yeah, Ribéry is the guy who can play, if it comes to penalties, it's the obvious thing. I mean, like, he can score the decisive penalty or anything. Like, he had the guts to take the ball, but Coman is, like, really young, and I think, like, I mean, you can't really, I think you need to take Ribéry to this tournament.
But for me, I still feel that even without basically just to close this before we have to end the show. For France, I'm worried about. Okay, I'm sort of worried about the defense, but I think it's the attack. Look, my prediction is this: I think Giroud's going to end up with the Golden Boots. Screw it. I'll say actually what I think that's because we supported him so much. I'm going to use reverse psychology, and I think he'll end up with the Golden Boots. So he'll pretty much troll all of us. So, but with that being said, man, I just feel that Martial. I could be wrong. I could jinx him, but I think Martial could be a player of the tournament. Guys, I will see you tomorrow, same time.
Which player is better
Germany.
between
Peace